Ever pondered the significance of vitamins in our diet? These small but mighty compounds known as vitamins, often overlooked, play a fundamental role in our daily lives. They have been the subject of countless scientific studies, medical research, and countless hours in laboratories across the globe, all in an effort to unravel their mysteries and uncover their immense potential. However, in the grand theatre of vitamins, there is one player that has quietly stayed backstage, waiting for its moment in the spotlight. Its name, Ergotioneina. This unfamiliar but intriguing compound has gone unnoticed, even by those who have dedicated their lives to the study of vitamins. It's a quiet vitamin, almost a forgotten one, secretly playing a vital role in our bodies, hidden in the shadows of its more famous The Tale of Ergotioneina. This unsung hero among vitamins starts more than a century ago. It was first identified as an amino acid, a building block of life, yet its true capabilities eluded the scientific community. Its role in our body remained a mystery, an enigma, causing it to be largely sidelined. Due to this, it fell into obscurity, becoming a footnote in the annals of scientific discovery. However, as often happens in the world of science, the years of oversight have come to a seismic shift. The recent years have seen Ergotioneina step out from the shadows, heralding a renaissance in its studies. This rebirth in research interest was ignited by a discovery that was nothing short of fascinating. In a pioneering breakthrough, scientists found a specific receptor in our bodies, a lock designed for a single key, and that key was Ergotioneina. This receptor, unique in its specificity, its purpose appeared to be to absorb Ergotioneina from the food we consume and deliver it straight into our cells. This extraordinary discovery caused an upheaval in scientific thinking. It forced researchers, nutritionists, dietitians, and medical professionals alike to rethink their understanding and approach towards this overlooked amino acid. It was no longer just another molecule. It was a vital player in our body's functioning. This revelation prompted researchers to rethink the importance of this overlooked amino acid. The hypothesis was simple. If our bodies have a dedicated transporter for Ergotioneina, it must play an undeniably crucial role. This sparked an intellectual curiosity that led to a journey of scientific exploration. This journey was taken by many prominent scientists around the globe, but the landmark research occurred at the renowned Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. In the very heart of Baltimore, nestled amongst the bustling city streets, the scientists at Johns Hopkins University undertook the challenge of demystifying Ergotioneina. They understood the potential implications of their research, and the fact that their findings could potentially revolutionize our understanding of the human body's complex cellular system. Their experiment was designed with meticulous care, as they aimed to explore the functionality of this intriguing biological compound. What made Ergotioneina stand out was that unlike cytotoxic substances, those nefariously harmful elements that wreak havoc on cells and inevitably lead to their untimely death, Ergotioneina appeared to operate in a completely opposing fashion. Indeed, the results from the study were revolutionary. Ergotioneina did not just stand idle within the cell, it sprung into action, serving as a protective force that was committed to the preservation of our genetic material. Operating akin to a microscopic knight in shining armor, it valiantly defended our DNA against the harmful effects of oxidative stress. This was a fascinating finding, but what really grabbed the scientists' attention was the specificity of Ergotioneina's function. It wasn't just operating randomly within the cell. Instead, it had a precise target: the mitochondria. Key component of our cells, and often referred to as the tiny powerhouses within them, the mitochondria were Ergotioneina's primary focus. Ergotioneina was found to be acting in a protective capacity, diligently safeguarding these vital cellular components. This discovery shed new light on the intricate workings of our cells, offering a fresh perspective on how our bodies function at the micro level. But not just any part of the cell. Ergotioneina specifically targets the mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses within our cells. Now, why is this so important? Understanding the balance of oxidative stress in our bodies is a crucial element to maintaining and improving our overall health. The term may sound complex, but the concept is quite simple. Oxidative stress is produced when there's an imbalance within our bodies. This imbalance is caused by harmful byproducts of oxygen metabolism, known as free radicals, and the body's inability to efficiently neutralize and eliminate them. These free radicals or oxygen species are not entirely villainous. At balanced levels, they are fundamental for our immunity. They help combat harmful bacteria and viruses. However, when the scale tips, they become destructive and wreak havoc within our bodies. The byproducts of oxygen, these radicals, can cause detrimental damage to vital cellular components such as DNA, proteins, and cell membranes. This damage, known as oxidative damage, is often linked with the aging process and premature cell death. If we can manage to suppress oxidative stress and mitigate the impact of these damaging radicals, we can potentially avert numerous health complications. From cardiovascular diseases, neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's to certain types of cancers, the list of oxidative stress-related diseases is quite extensive. This could also lead to the end of our lifespans, slowing down the natural process of aging. So, how do we combat these harmful free radicals? The answer lies in antioxidants. Antioxidants are our body's superheroes without capes, constantly battling against these free radicals, neutralizing them, and preventing cellular damage. That's why diets promoting longevity are rich in fruit, vegetables, and whole grains. These foods are loaded with antioxidants that safeguard our cells, constantly protecting them from the threat of oxidative stress. One such is ergothioneine. This naturally occurring amino acid is a potent antioxidant that plays a stellar role in our bodies. Ergothioneine isn't just any regular antioxidant, it comes with an added advantage. It specifically targets the mitochondria, the veritable energy factories of our cells. This targeted approach makes ergothioneine a valuable asset in our body's battle against oxidative stress. Ergothioneine plays a similar role, but with an added bonus. It targets the mitochondria, which are the real energy factories within our cells. But here's the catch. Ergotioneina can only be introduced to our bodies through diet. But what does that even mean? Well, it's quite simple, really. This potent compound, this essential nutritional building block, cannot be created or produced by our bodies on its own. It's not something that we manufacture internally. No, it has to come from an external source. In this case, it's through the food we consume, through our diet. This is the only way we can introduce Ergotioneina into our systems. It's through the ingestion of certain foods, the chewing and consuming of specific ingredients, that this vital nutrient makes its way into our cellular structure. And therein lies the importance of a balanced and nutritious diet. But what happens when we fail to include these important sources in our meals? The answer isn't quite as comforting. You see, when there's a deficiency, when the levels of Ergotioneina in our system drop below the required threshold, problems begin to arise. These complications could be as minor as fatigue or general lethargy, or as major as chronic disease and debilitating health conditions. It's not a risk we really want to take. It's quite the balancing act, making sure we get enough Ergotioneina through our diets, but it's a necessary one. This is why researchers and scientists all over the world have dug deep into the workings of this compound. They've conducted experiments, run clinical trials, and studied the effects of Ergotioneina deficiency closely. And it's these findings that have led them to a singular conclusion. They've realized the value, the importance, and the necessity of Ergotioneina. They now view it not just as a compound, but as a bona fide vitamin, a crucial part of our nutritional requirements. For these reasons, researchers now consider Ergotioneina a bona fide vitamin. To sum it up, Ergotioneina, this long-forgotten amino acid, is back in the spotlight. This naturally occurring sulfur amino acid was once overlooked in the field of nutrition and health, but recent scientific research has led to a renaissance of interest in its potential health benefits. This revival is not without reason, as Ergotioneina is a unique molecule with a remarkable cytological role. Its efficacy lies in its inherent ability to as a powerful protector of our cells. More specifically, it targets the mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of our cells. This function is crucial since the mitochondria are responsible for producing the energy that fuels our everyday activities, and are essential for our overall health and well-being. Furthermore, Ergotioneina is unique in that it can only be introduced into our bodies through the food we consume. With our modern-day diets, laden with unhealthy processed foods and devoid of essential nutrients, this crucial amino acid is often lacking. This is a worrying trend considering the significant role it plays in our bodies. Therefore, it highlights the need for us to pay more attention to what eat and replenish our bodies with this vital nutrient. Moreover, what sets Ergotioneina apart from other amino acids is the fact that our bodies have a dedicated transporter for it. This indicates its importance and priority in our physiological processes. It signifies that our bodies recognize its value and have evolved a specific mechanism to ensure its uptake. This revelation should make us stop and think. If our bodies value Ergotioneina so highly as to have a specialized transporter, then shouldn't we also prioritize its intake? We need to understand and appreciate the significance of this amino acid in our diet and health. To reinforce its importance, we must remember that every nutrient has a role in our overall health. In the grand scheme of health and longevity, no nutrient is insignificant. Every vitamin, every mineral, and every amino acid, including Ergotioneina, counts. After all, in the grand scheme of health and longevity, every vitamin counts.